everyone, it's Jordan, and today I'm having another round of Ticket to Read. So Ticket to Read is the TBR game that I play every month that is based on one of my favorite board games, Ticket to Ride, where I draw 3 ticket cards that has different rating prompts, and I draw 4 train cards that has different colors that represents different genres, and I filled trains on the board until I ran out of trains. And if you want to see the whole process or the whole journey of this TBR game, I'll link the playlist down in the corner so you guys can see it from the start. But let's talk about how I did last month. And to be honest with you, August was a very rough month for me. It's the 20th of August right now, but I barely touched any books that was picked last month, although I did start House Switch by Katie Sickles, so yeah, I'm not that far into it, so yeah, I'm hoping to get this done by the end of the month. But for the rest of the books, I'm not going to roll them over into September, because like I said, August was really rough for me because, one, I started a new job recently, and I'm not going to say where I work at just because personal reasons, and 2, one of my relatives passed away in the beginning of August, so I'm still in the process of getting back to normal and stuff. You guys can tell that I've been still posting videos, but if I have like a bad mental health day just because I'm missing that relative, that's why. But it all depends, but I am doing okay and all that. But reading was tough, so I've been doing a lot of mood reading, to be honest with you, in August, which is fine, and I'm just glad that I was able to read whatever I want and not the books on my TBR. Like, I did want to read those books from last month, don't get me wrong. It's just been a rough month, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna mood read the rest of the month. So yeah, other than one book that I just started for my August TBR, I'm not gonna roll anything over for September. I want to give my TBR a fresh start, a semi-fresh start, just so I would pick books that I want to pick as long as they fit the prompts. But before I draw the first card, I want to draw a book from my buckets, my Disney's popcorn bucket that I use as my TBR jar. As you can see, I filled it. Whoop! One book fell out. I fill it. I have most of the books that I own in here. I refilled it recently, like last month, I believe. So I'm gonna draw that first before we get to first draw. So, okay, this is the one. Hopefully, it's the one I kind of want to read right now. Maybe I should draw 3 and then pick out of the 3. I'm not sure. So, but let's see what we got here. Oh, Starsight by Brandon Sanderson. Okay, let me go grab it real quick. So yeah, Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. This is the sequel to Skyward. If you haven't read Skyward, Skyward is about a girl who wants to be a pilot like her father, but since he was such a coward, they are rebellious against her becoming a pilot. And I like the first book. I think I gave it 4 stars, and I do want to continue on with the series because this is the first Brandon Sanderson book, and I know he's a very popular author right now, so yeah, I'm excited to pick this up, even though I'm a little nervous just because I haven't been picking up a lot of sci-fi lately. But yeah, I'm still want to pick this up either way. So after my TBR jar pull was up, let's get to the first draw. So since the last month was a different round, I don't have any cards to go in a discard pile for the tickets and for the trains. I just thought I would do something different last month, so that's why there's nothing in the discard pile. But I did read 4 books for the month of August, and I'm saying 4 just because, like I explained at the beginning of this video, it was a really rough month for me, so at least I was able to complete 4 books. So yeah, I'm gonna put these train pieces right here. Yeah, it's in a soaker right now, so hopefully I'll read more than 4 next month, but we shall see. But the first ticket card that I got here is, oh, Gifted! So the first ticket card I have here is Gifted, which means it's a book that was gifted to me. I haven't had that prompt come up after 3 years of doing this TBR game, and the book that I'm going to pick, I know I have so many books that were gifted to me, but the one I picked, it's been on multiple TBRs, but I don't want to keep procrastinating anymore. I want to give it, I just want to get this done and over with, which is Hercule Poirot's short stories by Agatha Christie. Yeah, it's a big chunker, and I know I read one short story before, so yeah, I only read one of them, so yeah, that's kind of a good progress there, but I do want to continue on with it just because I'm done procrastinating, like I said. So I want to start this at least by the day I'm filming this video up until September, because there's like over 50. So I want to prioritize it, even though it's almost 900 pages. I still want to continue on with it so I could get this off of my TBR for good. So yeah, I wish I didn't pick a big chunker, but this has been on my TBR for over 6 years, so I just need to get this off of my TBR so I can stop procrastinating. And the next ticket card that I got is, oh, DNF. Okay. So the next ticket card I have here is DNF, so a book that I DNF'd. I know there's a few books that I DNF'd, but there's some that I just DNF'd because I was in a mood for it. So the one I picked that's been on my that's been DNF'd for a long time, which is Caught Dead-Handed by Carol J. Perry. This is a cozy mystery that I got like maybe 5 years ago, and I know I started it, but I didn't finish it just because I wasn't in the mood for it. And this is a cozy mystery, so this is basically about a woman who's returning to her hometown for a job interview for a radio host or a news reporter in her town, but then she finds out one of the hosts got murdered. So, and yeah, that's pretty much on the synopsis of it. I don't usually like going to cozy mysteries blind because they're mysteries. What's the point of going into it? But yeah, I still want to give this a try because it's been on my TBR for like at least 5 years, and I do want to give it a chance because and I know this would be better because by the cover it looks fit for October, but I didn't want to wait anymore. So yeah, I want to try to continue on with it and finally finish it. And the last ticket card that I got here is, oh, a book with a map. So the last ticket card that I have here is map, so a book with a map. And the book that I picked for this does have a map in it because I do want to read it so badly because she's one of my favorite authors and I want to catch up on her books, which is Blade of Secrets by Trisha Levenseller. And I will show you that there's a map in here just so you guys don't think I'm making this up. So yeah, there's a map in it. And all I know about this book is about a girl who's a blacksmith, and then she makes this magical sword. I don't know. I really like Trisha Levenseller's books. I know I love the Daughter of the Pirate King series because now there's going to be a third book coming out later this year, which I know I want to read so badly. And The Shadows Between Us, which is also getting a sequel soon, and I really enjoyed that when I read it last year. And Warrior of the Wilds, which I also really enjoyed. So yeah, I do hope I enjoy this as much as her other books, just because I really enjoy her books that much. So the first trading card that I got here is, oh, red for adult. So the first trading card that I have here is red, which means adult. And I had struggled picking this one, to be honest with you, just because I'm trying to think like what adult book that I want to read, even though I have a lot of adult books that I could choose from. But there was one that I was like, I need to do a smart thing by picking this one, just because there's a movie coming out later in September that I really need to read, which is Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. Yes, I know I'm putting a lot of mysteries on my TBR, but this one is the next Hercule Poirot movie that's coming out, and they changed the title to A Haunting in Venice, so which I don't know why they did that, but I'm really excited about it, and it is based on Halloween Party. So yeah, this is the next Hercule Poirot book that's turned into a movie, which I'm really excited about, because this is one of her, not one of her, it is one of her less known books. So yeah, I'm really excited about it, and I really enjoyed the movies. I love Kenneth Branagh as Poirot, so yeah, I really want to read this before the movie comes out. And yes, I know I could wait for until October for this, like one of the previous books that I mentioned on my TBR, but I'm like, I can't wait anymore. I need to read this as soon as possible before I see the movie, which comes out later in September. And the next trading card that I got here is, oh, green for middle grade. And the next card that I got here is green for middle grade, and the middle grade book that I picked is The School of Good and Evil, A World Without Princess by Saman Shijani, and I think that's how the author is pronounced it. I'm sorry that I butchered it, but this is the sequel to The School of Good and Evil, obviously, and I'm really excited about it because I love the first book so much, and I just saw the movie adaptation of it, which I really enjoyed, and I do hope they make the sequel out of the first book. So if you haven't read the first book is about two girls who are best friends. One is good and one was evil, but then they end up switching places. One that's supposed to be good goes to evil and vice versa. So I really love the first book. I love Sophie and Agatha's friendship, so I'm really excited to continue on with the series, and I'm trying to collect the first 3 books in a series with the original cover, but it's really hard, especially when they change the covers, and it's like basically the same thing, but except they're all in one color, which I don't like. I like how colorful the covers are, but yeah, I'm really excited to pick this up because I enjoy the first book so much. And the next trading card that I got here is, orange for historical fiction. And the next trading card that I got here is orange, which means historical fiction, and I had trouble picking this one. I was between 2 books that I want to read. They're both historical fiction. One would fit for Halloween, and one that's been on my TBR for a while because it was the most anticipated release last year, but I picked this one just because I didn't want to wait any longer since they had the novella that came out earlier this year, and the sequel is coming out later this year, which is Full Lady Fortune by Chloe Gunn. This takes place in 1930s Shanghai, and this is like almost like a companion series to These Violent Delights, which I really love, and you follow Rosalind in this one and her adventures, which I'm really excited about. I love These Violent Delights duology, and I just can't wait to read this. This was my most anticipated release of last year, and I didn't get to it, so I just want to pick this up as soon as possible so I don't hold off until the next book comes out. So yeah, I am really excited to pick this up, even though it's a little bit of a chunker, but I just don't want to wait any longer to pick this up. And the last trading card that I got here is, wild! I can pick anything! Perfect! And the last card that I got here is a wild card, which means I can pick any book, which was another hard thing to do because I know there's a lot of books that I want to read next month, and some like that have been my TBR for the longest, or the ones that are my 5-star predictions, and etc. But the book that I picked for this is because it's a contemporary and I need something that'll help me get out of a reading slump in case I get in a reading slump, which is You've Reached Sam by Dustin. All I know about this book is about a girl who ends up with another teen's phone who's supposed to be dead, but he's been replying to her text, which sounds really interesting to me, and it's probably one of the books that are going to be very emotional, and I haven't read too many emotional books the last few years, but I know this probably will not only, I know this has been hyped for a while, so I want to pick this up for that reason, and 2, I need a book that'll help me get out of a reading slump, and I think I saw someone post on Instagram that this is one of the books that'll help me get out of a reading slump, so yeah, I'm excited to pick this up either way. So these are the books that are chosen for September. Ooh, that's almost fell down there, and I know I could have done a smart thing by having Star Sign as my wild pick, but I'm like, I need something else to read, because with if you guys are new, with my TBR jar post for every month, if I don't complete that book within 3 months, I not only had to put it back on my shelves, but I had to pull 2 books and I had to read them. So yeah, I'm excited for these, but yeah, I should put these down. But either way, I'm excited about this month's TBR because I have a variety of books. I know most of them are mystery, which they help me with get out of the read slump. But yeah, I'm excited for my reads for September. So that's all for this month's Ticket to a Read. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and comment down below what books that you're planning on reading in September, or do you read spooky books earlier than October? Let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you know if I ever post new videos. Also, you can follow me on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads, which all links will be down below for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!